Considered the most beautiful player in football, Alisha Lehmann had her heart won by Brazilian Douglas Luiz. Charmed by her from their first meeting at Aston Villa's training camps, Douglas soon began a relationship with Alisha. And that's exactly how he won over the talented girl player. Douglas came from the youth ranks of the Brazilian club Vasco da Gama. After playing for his childhood club, Douglas went to Europe, where he would later meet Alisha Lehmann. His first team abroad was Manchester City, where he signed a 5-year contract back in 2017. After a few loan spells, Douglas Luiz arrived at Aston Villa in 2019. Upon arriving at his current club, the midfielder met Alisha Lehmann, a young girl who enchanted him right away. "Who is that girl?" he asked as soon as he saw her. Without thinking much, he approached her and asked her out. On the other end of this relationship is Alisha Lehmann, a player in the Women's Premier League who began her professional career at West Ham, where she played for 3 consecutive seasons, between 2018 and 2021. In August 2021, after being loaned to Everton, Lehmann signed a 3-year contract with Aston Villa, where she met her future boyfriend, Douglas Luiz. Not all of Alisha Lehmann's previous relationships are entirely public knowledge. However, Alisha Lehmann had already attracted attention to her sports career due to a past romantic relationship. In 2019, while still playing for West Ham, the forward entered into a romantic relationship with Ramona Bachmann, a friend of the same nationality, and also a forward, but who played for another team in the English capital, Chelsea. Despite their relationship, they were rivals on the field and faced each other more than once in the Women's Super League. For the national team, the two girls shared the same dressing room, as both are frequently called up for the Swiss national team. The relationship ended in March 2021, just months before Alisha transferred to Aston Villa and met Douglas Luiz. The Swiss girl also plays professional football like Douglas Luiz, so they ended up playing on the same team, but separated into different categories, he on the men's team and she on the women's. Thus, the first contacts between the two took place there, on the football fields and at the gym. Their relationship had a special touch, something that united them: football. Because of this, they ended up understanding each other perfectly and becoming the most powerful couple in football. Douglas was completely in love with Alisha, and thus the couple publicly assumed their relationship at the beginning of 2022 through a social media post, where she is quite popular, with almost 17 million followers. After almost a year of dating, everything was going very well, but due to a small detail, this relationship would come to an end. What seemed to be a fairy tale lasted a short time, and they broke up. And all because Alisha Lehmann, the star of the Women's Football League, had participated in a photo shoot as a model. And this is what allegedly harmed their relationship. The English newspaper The Sun reported that the Brazilian player did not like the fact that his then-girlfriend accepted the invitation to pose as a model, and this attitude of his ended up serving as the breaking point for the couple's relationship. According to reports from the newspaper, Douglas was completely in love with Alisha. The newspaper's source added, "They were so in love with each other, but unfortunately, as Alisha became more sought after off the field, cracks started to appear in their relationship. When she was called for a photo shoot, she seized the chance to show her sexy side, which was not seen within the 4 lines of the field. The player believed that her decision would be understood by the Brazilian player. However, the impasse of ideas ended up generating the breakup. He didn't think it was something she should be doing. They fought a lot, and in the end, Alisha just got tired of it all. Shortly after the shoot, the Aston Villa duo, Douglas Luiz and Alisha Lehmann, deleted all their posts on the social network Instagram. This was seen as evidence that the couple broke up and decided to move on. Days after the event, the star of Aston Villa's women's team posted the photos from her shoot on social media. She was wearing an all-black jumpsuit while posing on a couch. After all this, Alisha Lehmann received another offer, this time, unlike the previous one, from an adult site. She turned down the offer of $130,000 to produce adult content. The goal was for her to post 18+ photos, thus increasing the site's visibility. After making headlines worldwide due to the breakup, the Aston Villa duo gave evidence of rekindling their relationship by sharing photos hugging during the New Year's celebration. After almost a year apart, they resolved their differences and made up. Recently, Alisha Lehmann posted on social media showing her impressive skills while enjoying her free time in Rio de Janeiro with her boyfriend, Douglas Luiz. The duo left at the beginning of the summer, with Luiz ready to participate in the Copa America for Brazil. The 26-year-old was called up for Dorival Jr.'s squad after an excellent season, with 36 games, 9 goals, and an assist. Douglas. He was voted one of the best midfielders of the season by the Premier League, which attracted the interest of several European. Aston Villa set a price of $50 million to release Douglas Luiz before the deadline. Arsenal and Juventus were the most interested in the Brazilian. However, Juventus led the race for Luiz and closed the deal for $50 million. The negotiation also included the transfer of Alisha Lehmann to Juventus. As a result, Alisha Lehmann, Douglas Luiz's girlfriend, is expected to join Juventus women, allowing the couple to stay together on the same team, just as they did at Aston Villa. Lehmann, in turn, was called up for the Swiss national team in the European qualifiers. She ended the season for Aston Villa with 20 games played and a total of 4 goals scored. Despite the player being very well known off the field, in a recent interview, she said that her main focus is her football career. Some people only see me on Instagram and other social networks, and they don't even know that I actually play football professionally. When I go a week without posting something about football, people say, "Oh, she doesn't even play." I am a professional football player. I work hard every day. I want to be the best version of myself in football, and that is my first priority in life, she said. This image that followers created of her off the field is reflected in some invitations received by Alisha Lehmann. Recently, she revealed that she received a rather unusual proposal from an internationally famous, unidentified celebrity who offered her almost $100,000 for a night with her. She said she received the message in a nightclub in Miami, and the proposal said, "I will pay Alisha $100,000 Swiss francs, about $90,000, for a night with her." Of course I didn't respond. It was crazy. The message was from someone very well known. We have met before, but not personally. We were at the same event. Alisha also highlighted her dependence on social media due to the lack of recognition of women's football, which keeps her very active online. It's no wonder she receives various invitations and messages from super famous celebrities. When asked about the most famous person she has ever talked to on social media, Lehmann revealed that it was the American rapper Drake. That was just a few days ago. Drake wrote to me. He asked me for a jersey. Now that we've reached the end of our video, I want your opinion. Did you already know the story that united these two footballers? Write here in the comments. I want to know. Also, don't forget to leave your like, which helps us keep bringing new content like this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss new videos. A big hug and see you next time.